Yeah, I got that blue on. Yeah, I got blue on.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control from the lead. Take a breather, cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneous. Deal with Joyce and Rob. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess man. We installed
That nigga, bro, I'm gonna let you know now, the whole time when we was playing, bro, that nigga Jonathan Jones, he has to play, he has to start. He can't play slot corner. He has to actually be on the outside. Unless he's not gonna develop. Because that nigga was a slot for me. That nigga did not develop at all, bro. That nigga did not develop at all, bro. That nigga was a normal the whole time.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway in Southern California. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And the Colts 1st down.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
Oh, my God.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
First down, Mayfield. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for there.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is Samuel. Complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield down. That's a bad lead. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They really give me dirty.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
What the fuck? Oh my God. Y'all just fucked me up, man. That's dumb. That's so dumb.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 26. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
You know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you
caught. It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Charger touchdown. Travis Kelce, 26 yards, as his guys are on the board.
Wait, who's this tight end, yo? Travis Kelce?
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. These two teams all tied after one. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Boy got greedy. You know, man. I'll get, bro. Boy got greedy.
The Colts come to the line,
That boy
ready to
bit my
start their next
formation,
drive.
bro. I put you on this. You gotta give me my credit.
Nah, he's not showing good big line plays. Watch this nigga though.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
You know how he get, man. He tapping. Don't believe that nigga. See one run play, you gonna see his ass run it next game.
From the 38, Jackson. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd.
Close.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A good job
Nigga,
defensively
Montez
there on
Sweat.
Gurley
That's why I
as
got
they
the
hold him
speed
to
out
only a
there.
yard. It's second down.
Crazy thing.
Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
All that damn speed.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is down at the 48.
That's
A
some good
pickup of
play.
4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Mutz 56, Mutz 56. Stay with your man.
From the gun on third down, Jackson being chased out left. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I mean, damn.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run with Thompson.
Boy.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All I know, if I did not trade for them 2 O-linemen, oh my goodness, I'd be in some fucking trouble.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Get out of there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. Also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year. They're going here. Throwing. Mayfield. He's going to look deep for
Perriman, let's go, nigga.
The 25.
Nice speed.
Charger touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, 81 yards.
Let's go,
and now they
nigga.
can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side
got them
of the
slow
50.
boys out there.
So there's
Them boys ain't running
conservative,
with
there's
them niggas out
aggressive,
there.
and there's really aggressive, which is what we just
No,
saw there.
I need to make that substitution anyway. He should be on the field at all times. Bryce Butler? Yeah.
Tip of the cap to them.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Indianapolis.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And Diggs has it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 37. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down. And pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The sack by Marcus Hunt. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Third and long for Mayfield.
Oh my God, I don't got time to fucking close.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Bro,
How about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Damn.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Gurley's got the first down and it's and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown to Indianapolis. 25 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker plugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I don't need to be holding it, man. I really don't.
Hey, Alpha.
But
the pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to the workhorse today.
Oh, you cannot hold me like
Well,
that.
they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
Let's go. Check 3. Check 9. Check 9. Run.
This is Gordon as they go to him again.
Oh my God, bro.
Down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All right, break something, man.
You got to get that. Mike.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Mayfield completes it to Hardman. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big time drive. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
Oh my God,
He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Give the sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
I'm so sorry.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyrone Crawford, able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
Fumble. Let's go.
And quick to the Chargers.
Let's go. Montez Smith.
The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Nigga. Let's fucking go.
Right there. That's a
Fucking go,
combination of
nigga.
coaching,
Big fucking
execution,
go.
and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
180. Go. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, high 7. My God.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
That's a horrible decision. That's a horrible decision.
Big turnover there.
That's a horrible decision,
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And there's one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Oh, well,
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Undercut. He's coming.
They run. It's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.